What up, what up? It's your boy Jay. Y'all know I'm back at it this morning, hitting the same pond up. Today we're throwing a little bit of a different bait. It's the 6 cents prawn, I believe it is. Stroker craw, rather, my bad. And we're about to get into it. That's the bait right there. Trying to set y'all up where y'all can see. My bad. It's a little rocky. Let me try to get it straight. That might be straight enough. What up, world, what up? It's a different bait. I don't normally throw this. So, trying a new bait. If it don't produce any bites, I'm gonna go ahead and throw mine back on. It's basically a craw, and it's black on the top, and it's purple on the bottom with flakes in it. What up, Conscious? What up, what up, what up? Back at it again. Throwing a different bait today to see what happens. Got him. Got him, got him. Second cast on the 6 cents prawn. It's like a crawdad. Didn't do too bad right there for a second cast. I don't like the durability of the bait so far. Just being honest. That was do I keep any? Nah, I don't. All the bass I catch, I normally throw them back. But now if I'm catching like brim or little panfish, catfish, crappie, you know, those type of fish I do keep. But normally when I come out, I just bass fish, kind of, you know, get used to it. I've only been bass fishing for a year, so it's kind of new to me. What type of fish are out there in that pond? Somebody, the little guy who got the baits yesterday, he said that there's carp out here, catfish out here, brim and bass. I'm thinking about one day coming out just doing a catfishing video. Oh, and I sent your package yesterday too. Matter of fact, I got the tracking number in the truck. Let me see, I missed it. I know they're gonna try to do me back here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh, that's what I was gonna ask you. I sent yours. I didn't know if I should send music to the same spot. So, cause I didn't get music address, but like I said, I might be acting a little blunt right now, but I didn't send it because I was a little confused. We started the day off. Yep. Started the day off. Same spot. Caught one already. That was about as fast as yesterday's first catch. Let me see what you said, because I know you're laughing out loud. I must have missed something. Same, see, okay. Now I feel special, but I'll turn around. I got another one to send in. My bad. I thought so, but I wasn't, wasn't sure. Wasn't sure. We got that little one today, just like yesterday. Like I said, I can walk down. I got y'all on my homemade GoPro / iPhone carrier. But today I'm kind of hoping for a bigger fish today. I know it's some bigger bass in here than the one I just caught. So hopefully today I can get one. I ain't been out here but 10-15 minutes so far. So I'll take whatever come right now, get the day warmed up. And he actually hit it as soon as it hit the water. As you can see, I got rain clouds. It's supposed to storm today, so it's supposed to storm today and tomorrow. But still out here fishing. So hopefully we can get on one of them big ones that I know have to be in here. Cause the one that I hung, the one that I actually almost caught, I say, that keeps me fishing in this spot, I know he was huge. Yeah, I know he was huge because I couldn't even move him. When I went to try to reel him in, it felt like I had got stuck. So my reel wouldn't crank, and my rod was bent over. And then he took off and started swimming. When he took off and started swimming, he jumped in the air and spit my hook out. So hopefully that little fish got a big brother, a big sister, or somebody that want to play. Either way, we here to find out, you know what I mean? Hey, Shout out to the Hooked on Autism logo up on that hat though. What y'all know about that? Can't wait for the day we make our way out there, have a little fishing trip. Hey, facts. Facts, I got you. I promise I do. CBD, barbecue, fishing. And if we ain't moved or don't move by then, shit, y'all gonna be more than welcome to stay at the crib. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Talk about a party. I don't know if it's illegal to have. Do y'all plan on moving? No, I don't. We were at one point in time gonna either move to Texas or Georgia, and I got family in Florida. But I think we gonna stay here. I think we gonna stay here. I don't know if it's illegal to have that many Aquarius under the same roof. Talk about fun for real. Whew. Damn Aquarius, boy. We lit. Is music in Aquarius? It might be illegal for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cancer. That's all right. With as many Aquariuses that'll be under the roof, we'll give her the Aquarius card. I'm trying to tell you. Smoke up. Now, yesterday I threw my bait, uh, and had good results. Today, like I said, I'm throwing a brand new bait I've never thrown before, and so far I like the results. Uh, it produced that one fish so far. It's not a bad day. Of course, it ain't hot finally, but some days I come out here and I don't catch absolutely nothing. So to come out here and have something hit me in the first 20 minutes, big or small, I take that as a good day. So all they can do now is grow a little bit. All they can do now is grow a little bit. If they grow a little bit, I'd be happy. I got a little bitty boat at the house, and what I thought about doing was bringing it out here. But since I don't stay over here, I think that'll I seen guys out here in kayaks and a little boat before, but by me not staying here, I don't want to draw that type of attention and people get to asking questions. Because the thing about fishing is, if you draw the wrong type of attention to a spot, that's what's a little guy named Andrews? Andrews' dad or grandfather. When you add that wrong type of attention to a spot that you fish at, then people will actually start watching you and, want you to leave and you ain't from over here and all of that other good stuff. But I don't necessarily want them problems, so I might not try that boat. it'd be a damn good idea because I don't know if you can see it. Let me just try to show the pond real quick. There you go. I want to go down that tree line right here with that boat. I got hung up. I want to go down that tree line with that boat and toss my worms into the grass. And I know we gotta be some monsters out there. And most of the time, they hide in the spots where you can't reach them. So with them hiding in the spots that you normally can't reach them, if I was to bring that boat out here, let me get back in frame. If I was to bring that boat out here, I'm almost positive I can go down inside of somebody's area where they could be actually biting. And I just can't reach them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Those trees tend to hold a whole lot of fish because like I said, what we can see on the surface is not necessarily what's going on under the water, right? So this tree line right here, it got grass coming out to about here. But under that grass, the water probably runs back up under that tree. And you would think, sitting here, that that's where the pond stop at. But sometimes they have cuts in it that you can't see. And so that's how I've been throwing my baits. When I throw them, I actually throw them inside of all of that stuff. And try not to get hung up. And I let them drop down a little bit. Oh, about to kill myself. Most of the time when they drop down, the fish will come out from under that tree, grab it, and try to run back under the tree. So that's always something that I'm mindful of when I'm fishing. Just kind of take my time, pop my bait a little bit, like that, and let it sit. Sometimes they'll come attack it like that too. I'm gonna throw this bait around a few more times over here in this area. Then I'm gonna try to cast it out deep. That's one thing I haven't done since I've been here. I'm normally fishing up against the grass and trees. I haven't threw out in front of me where it's just wide open water. Maybe I'm missing something. Then again, maybe not, who knows? But it's always fun to come out and throw a new bait. Ain't as fun as throwing my own baits, which I probably will throw here in a minute. But it's always fun. It's always fun because you already don't know, what's going on. You don't know if the fish like it. And so, most of the time, it's an adrenaline rush. And catching that little fish right then that was a big rush for me because it gave me the idea that this bait does work here in my local pond. Sometimes you can go get baits and they work for different water types like clear water, when you can look in the pond and actually see down to the bottom. This one is kind of clear. You can see the grass in it at the bottom, but the further out you go, you can't see nothing. So when you fish in dirty water like that, you gotta fish a dark color bait, like your blacks, your blues, maybe even a green, depending on how dark the green is. Uh, Lighter color water, you can get away with like a natural color green, like that crowd that I threw the other day. It's all about the vibe and experience. Facts. Facts. I couldn't have said it better myself. And like I said, sometimes when I come out here, I like a heavier weight because with that heavy weight, when that bait hit the water, it's dropping inside the grass, it's going down, disturbing the hiding places. And sometimes you can change up how heavy your weight is and actually catch more fish because sometimes the grass is so thick at the bottom that your bait will fall into it and then the fish don't know where it's at. So when I get into a situation like that, I go with uh, a lighter weight, right? And since I got a second, I'm gonna see if I got a light weight to show y'all while I'm sitting here waiting on Mr. Fish to feel froggy, like this one, right? And I might change up. Let me see. That's a small weight compared to that. So, you see the different size? Put it in the palm of my hand. That weight there compared to that right there. So I might throw that lighter weight on real quick because I have them in different sizes, right? So I got the little bitty, which I'm probably gonna try next. Then you got the medium size, right? Let me make sure I get that in frame. You got the medium size. Then when I want to get on the bottom, see the difference? That's more like a bullet. So I got them in different sizes for different occasions, right? And I haven't thrown the lighter one in some time. The reason for throwing the lighter one is when that bait hit the water, it gives it a slower fall. So if fish are not on the bottom, they swimming around, they'll see that fall like this versus a heavy weight making it just drop in on them. Like really surprise their ass in all honesty. Like being at the house and all of a sudden something fall from your roof, right? Just boom. You're like, man, what the hell was that? Fish are the same way. So when you throw, instead of something falling from your roof, if, I don't know, like a feather was to float down, you'll look at it like, what the hell is that? Oh, that's a little piece of cotton, okay. And so, you know, it's different weights for different reasons. So I've thrown the heavy weight, I've thrown the medium weight, I haven't thrown the light weight to see if that's enough of a difference in the fall to make these fish actually eat. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and change it and see if that does change the bite that we get. So taking off the medium weight for the small weight. Let me see if I can do it like this. See the difference. So we're gonna try that one and see if it changes up anything. Country, man. Scissors, what scissors? That's my bait pump. We're gonna see. This also, let me say this. It also changes up the weight of everything, right? So how I was just casting to make this bait reach way over there, I might have to reset my reel up so I can throw this light bait, or this lightweight rather. And that's something that I hardly ever think about until it's too late, until I got problems with casting it out. So I'm finna see if I have any problems. Hopefully I don't. Only problem I just had is throwing it right into a tree. I got it back. Now, let me fix my bait and try not to catch a tree fish. Those are not amusing. For me or y'all. I mean, it might be funny that your boy just hooked the whole tree over there, but I guess the lightweight was telling me, hey, we might be light, but we got that go in us, player. And watch your mouth when you talking about how heavy my weight is. I'm heavyweight. So now that that bait is falling different, I can actually sit here for a second and let it fall before I start moving my pole. That way it falls and acts normal. With the heavier weight, it's easier for me to stop it when it hit the water and go ahead and start messing with it. Because by the time I mess with it, it's already down where it should be. With this one, I don't have to do that. I can just let it free fall. So now that we got this lighter weight, we're gonna cast it around a few times. Well, we ain't taking the weight off unless I throw it in the tree, but we're gonna cast it around a few times before I put the worm on it, just to see if it changes up any of the bites we may have been missing. Other than that, like I say, it's a couple areas down there that I would walk and fish. Uh-oh. I just got hit. Something just munched me up right here. Something munched me up right when I got it back to the bank. So that's a little different, because normally when I'm bringing it in, I don't have a fish hit me right here, like literally right in front of where I'm standing. So that's already different in nature. So maybe it was coming in too heavy, and being that I raised that weight up, when I come in now, I'm coming in a little, a little higher in the water. So instead of coming in at 3 feet deep, I might be coming in at 1.5, 2 foot deep. And so that fish probably followed it in while I was reeling it in. It's a lot of things to think about when you out here fishing. A lot of stuff you have to pay attention to yourself on. What you do the last time. Did you bring it in fast? Did you bring it in slow? Most of the time, I don't have time to think about all that. My mind be on 3 things I gotta do later on today. What I'm gonna eat? Did I get a Coca-Cola? Is there a bottle of water in the truck? I'm thinking about all kind of stuff like that. And so most of the time, I don't really get the chance to think like I should. You feel me? Mind running and racing. Then when I'm like, oh yeah, let me try to focus a little bit. Then I have to start all over. Been fishing an hour, now I want to think. So the only thing I do think about is the fact that I ain't had a cigarette in 20, 30 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? Shit, I think it's time for a smoke. Fish ain't biting, blah, blah, blah. And it never fails. Like, the moment, it's like fish have a radar on your ass, right? So the moment you start doing something and not paying attention, that's when you get a bite. And it's like it's like they got a fish up on the bank somewhere watching you with little fish binoculars, right? And they're like, hey, man, he drinking a Coke, bro. He drinking a Coke. Get him. Go eat that bait. And so while you having your little drink or trying to light your cigarette, boom, boom, boom. And you turn around and everything is gone, or you might have missed the bite. And so that's what I know. And that's what the fish have made me understand. Like, bro, listen, you might not have to pay attention to what you're doing, but you definitely gonna have to pay attention to what we doing. We biting and munching your baits up. And it's like, you can't catch us, you know what I mean? But like you said, Conscious, it's one of those things where it's like, the fun, the experience, I'm about, 5 minutes from the house. Even with stuff to do during the day, I get a chance now to come out and fish for an hour or two, go back home, and it's still early enough in the day for me not to have missed nothing. You know what I mean? So with that being said, shit, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. I want to change change this craw up to one of my baits and throw it on this lightweight and see if it makes a difference. So far, I did at least catch one on the new bait, so I'm juiced about that. I caught one on the new bait and got a bite on the new bait. Move y'all right here. I'm surprised they ain't trying to hit me now that I'm over here doing something different. Yeah, I got a few baits in there that I'll try. Make sure all of my bait bags are straight, yeah. So, what I'm thinking about, since they're actually hitting this style of bait, thought about throwing that, but I would only throw that because it's a different color than the one I'm fishing with now. But I think I'm gonna go to the old trusty black worm toss it around. Let me get y'all back up here. Toss it around and see if anything wanted. I do have like some different color crawls and stuff like that. When it comes down to throwing a crawl bait versus a worm, right? You know, a worm is like that in the water. When you throw anything that looks like a crawdads in the water jump backwards. So they down there and they crawling, their arms are up here. When they get scared, they go backwards. Most people will think that they'll probably run or do like that, but when they jump backwards. So when you working a bait that's like a crawl, you know, you have to pop your reel so you make that realistic effect, right? That's just some things that I've learned in the course of fishing and fishing different baits. Throw that out there this way. And then when I bring it in, I'm gonna actually switch up. I got one of my black baits. This is not one of my black baits. It's just gonna kind of give me a generalized idea if they want a worm versus a crawl. Y'all see we changed the weight structure. And when we changed the weight structure, we actually had a fish chase our bait in and try to hit it right here at the bank. So, like I say, sometimes changing the weight will get you a fish or two that you probably drop right past. But most of the times, unless they hungry, most of the time when that bait drop like that, they're not gonna chase it. It's just gonna be like, well, somebody else can get it. So we're gonna change up. Take this crawl off of here for now. And we're gonna change up to the black worm, black Cinco. And throw that over here. Now, would you like to see me walk around the pond and cast around and see what's going on? Or should I just sit here? Throw this worm out. Let's see. Let me see what you said right quick. Conscious said, see what the other side provides. Gotcha. Now, I'm gonna throw this worm over here maybe 2 more times and then we'll walk and see what goes on. Unless we get hit. We get a fish, then, you know, we're gonna go ahead and put it in park. Whoop, whoop, pull over, that ass too fat. Y'all know I ain't got no sense, right? I got on my army pants today. I like wearing these when I go fishing because if I don't want to carry my backpack, I got enough pockets to actually carry everything that I need. Let me get back in frame real quick. So, when I move, Conscious, when I move, I'll have the GoPro really pretty much strapped to my chest. So you'll be getting like a chest view. And although I won't be able to see the comments at that point in time, but when I get somewhere and sit back down again, I'll reset up. So if somebody is to come in while we're walking, at least you'll know. Two more casts and we gone. Unless we get lucky. Like I say, that lighter weight provides a different reaction for that bait. But they got this one last cast after I bring it in, and then we finna stroll. And now I kind of tell you, as I'm walking, you'll be able to see it. I won't, because I'm gonna have you on my chest. I pretty much will walk down and throw between, let's see who that is, Explicit. Oh, let me make sure I said that right. Yeah. Was biting that the other day, just one bass, fam. Just changed up baits to try to, well, I changed up baits and weight of my setup, throwing a lighter setup, just to see if some of these bass not really on the bottom. When I start walking, I'm gonna have the camera on my chest. I got my iPhone mounted on my GoPro mount, so that'll be how y'all see it going down. And I'm really gonna just throw my bait between the bank and the edge of the bank where the water stops and meets the grass. I'm gonna throw around in that area and then come out a little further as we walk. Like I said, I don't really fish down there a whole lot, so we all be on a fish finding mission. This is the last cast right here, and then we're gonna get situated to go walk around, see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. Last cast, baby. Last one. Somebody gonna show up on the last cast? They show up on the last cast, I gotta sit here. The sun finally decided to want to come out some, so maybe that'll help a little bit. Get them roaming, get them active. I know it damn sure doing something to me around here. You got me sweating like a banshee, boy. I think I'm gonna grab my Coca-Cola out the truck. Don't think nothing gonna bite us right here, so probably finna be time to walk it around. Yep, we finna get ready to walk. Let me get y'all set up. Don't get too dizzy on me right quick. What's happening? Hooked on autism. Yeah. Let me see if I can get y'all straight without losing y'all. I don't know exactly what y'all can see. I know the view right now is crazy, but hold on, bear with me. All right, let's see what y'all looking at. Okay. So I got y'all on my chest right now. Autism backpack, autism awareness, you know, my fishing bag. I guess I better make sure I zip that up before I lose it. The view might get a little shaky. I've never shot a live this way. So what I'm saying is, if y'all can see how the water meets the grass right here? That's all I'm gonna do is walk, cast out next to the grass and see what happens. I said I'm gonna stop at the truck and get my drink, so I gotta do that. Actually, no, I don't. So we are walking, and spots like this I stop at because sometimes those fish like to lay out in the grass right here, right in here. And so I'm gonna take a couple casts at it to see, just like that. And sometimes you'll get lucky and they'll be hanging out over there in the shallows because they chasing other fish to eat. When I get to the grass, I normally just work my bait across the top, because sometimes they'll come up and get it in the grass. Y'all might get a chance to witness it live. Came across the middle. So now what I do, take my bait, cast it a little further out, and come around the front side of that grass a little bit, like this. And sometimes disturbing that grass like that is just enough for the fish to actually be like, oh man, somebody's around in my spot. So we're gonna cast around. And the reason why I'm stopping is because if there are fish in that area, if I just walk up there on them, it'll spook them. So I cast down before I get there, and then I walk. So see how that fish just came off the bank? So I take my time and reel my bait through here. And like I said, sometimes you'll get lucky. Sometimes it's some turtles and stuff, so you might not get too lucky. But I'm in the grass, coming across the top of the grass, nothing, then I'll go ahead and move. And so I do this with every pond that I go to. If I decide to walk it, like I say, just cast out. Sometimes I cast out a little bit of ways away from the bank, because between where I threw it, between here and the grass, sometimes you'll catch fish that are actually hunting other fish. So when they see your bait come through, they'll take it because it's an easier grab than swimming behind another fish trying to track it down. And so those are, little pond hopping tips. If you out fishing and you're not fishing for regular brim and fish like that, if you bass fishing, I always throw between the grass and about right there. And most of the time you'll find one. So, like I said, this is not a pond that I really walk. So this is kind of a new experience for me, here anyway. And y'all see we got grass coming up here. So we're gonna throw out a little ways away from the grass, and then we're gonna throw back into the grass. And I'll find a spot here in a minute to kind of post up where I can take y'all back off of my chest and get back in camera. But we just kind of cruising. If I had to make a bet, I would bet somewhere between this grass in front of us here that I'm throwing at now, somewhere between there and the grass, I should catch a fish. Grass is a real good hiding spot for fish. So I could almost bank on it, bet on it. But like I said, I haven't fished here, but typically in ponds, that's where you get fish that'll hide in those grassy areas. And what I do is I'll take my bait, and since I got it hooked up to where I won't get hung, I'll take it and throw it down right there, right? Something ought to hit it. Because I'm out there really pretty much at the grass, but in front of it. And if nothing hits it, uh-oh. I think I had a bite. If nothing hits it, what I do is I'll take it and I'll start reeling it across the top of the grass, and watch this. Because I said they hide in the grass, remember? So you reeling your bait across the grass, something might just come up and slap it. Didn't work that time, so we're gonna cast out again on the edge of the grass, let the worm sink, and it ought to be something around this much grass. Like, it's never really been a pond that I went to that this much grass didn't hold a fish. Whether it's a small one or whether it's a real big one. Grass typically holds fish because it's hiding grounds. Now, I'm gonna roll it back across the top like this. And I wanna roll it slow enough for that fish to see that their water's getting disturbed. So now we on down. We're gonna throw right here. Throw out a little bit first, right? Throw out a little bit and work my way back toward the grass. So that's what we doing. You know, trying to work it out. And like I say, then I just come across the grass as best as I can, because you just never know. We'll go another grass mat, and we're gonna take a swing at it out a little bit. Give that bait a chance to kind of work down to the bottom, and then just start working it. Pop it a few times, hold it. Pop it a few times, hold it. And then when it get up here by the actual grass area, I start bringing it up. And when I bring it up, sometimes it's a fish that you don't know, sitting right there. Hopefully y'all still with me and I ain't boring y'all to death with this view. And hopefully we get us a fish going where I can prove some of the stuff I'm talking about actually work. But like I say, being that this is like my first or second time walking down here, I just kind of showing y'all what I would do. You know, even if I wasn't live, this is what I would do. Throw my stuff out, work it a little bit as it fall. Sometimes fish will grab it as soon as it hit the water. Sometimes you have to put a little action to it. When I say action, I'm just taking the tip of my rod and bouncing it up. That makes that worm kind of pulsate under the water. And then now that I'm in the grass, watch this. Come across the top of the grass, disturb it a little bit. Nothing. Once I get the fact that there's nothing there, I come on down some more. So, like I said, I know this is a different type of live video. Got y'all on my GoPro chest mount. Once I stop here in a minute, I'll try to catch back up with some comments. Trying to figure out a good spot to stop. I kind of like the fact that y'all can see what I'm doing though. Just being honest. So we working our bait back toward the grass. And now we're gonna work through the grass some. And we're gonna come on out. Might be a nice little shady spot coming up where I can sit still. And then I'll take y'all off of that mount. Off of my chest. And put y'all back where y'all can see me. So far we hadn't had no luck walking around, but you don't know unless you try. I'm pretty sure something somewhere will hit us in just a second. There's too much good looking spots to not get hit by something. Something should accidentally be hungry. So, like I said, we got another couple grass spots. Throw down in front of them. I think I'm gonna take my mount and bring y'all back up in this next little shady spot up here past the grass. And like I said, we just gonna work around this grass. Once I work around this grass and get on the other side of this little ditch thing right here, I'll take y'all off my chest and put y'all back where y'all can see me. Firing right along the grass. It's a whole lot of movement going on. So maybe we'll get lucky around here. So I'm just working that bait along the edge of the grass. Now we came to the grass, watch this. Working across the grass, working across the grass. If don't nothing hit it when I'm working across the grass, I'm not really even concerned about that spot because fish are normally hiding in the grass. So if don't nothing hit it, when I come across the top of that grass, I don't even really too much worry about it. How you doing? I don't really too much worry about it if I don't get a bite coming across the grass or that whole little section. I'll bypass it. So here we are coming across the grass again. See how I'm coming across? Somewhere in there should have been a fish that would have just slapped it. Since it didn't, we moving on down. Throw back out in front of the grass again. Let it sink the best it can. Pop it a little bit. And sometimes you'll get a fish that'll hit that bait. And when they hit that bait, they don't just tap on it. Sometimes they'll hit it and take off running. And you'll just feel that pressure on your pole. So that's why I take my time in front of the grass mat. Because you just never know, right? And so now we made it to the grass mat. Watch me come across the top. See me coming across the top? Did not hit it in the grass. We keep on moving. And drop off in the grass, catch our bait. Make sure no fish hit it on the way down. And this is probably where I'm about to take y'all off of my chest. Right over here in the shade. That way we can work this whole little grass bed a little better. Make sure ain't no creepy crawlies going on. Yeah, I think this is a good spot to take y'all off. Put y'all back in view where y'all can see me. And we'll change up baits. We'll change up baits here in a minute. Won't step on down. I don't like how snaky that looks, so. We're gonna throw right in front of that tree. Trees, grass, wood, things like that tend to hold fish. And so it's not a bad idea to throw at them. Just don't throw into them like I do sometimes. Nothing worse than catching a tree fish. Ah, I missed it. I missed it. I tangled myself in the camera. Y'all see that? That boy set me up quite nice. All right, so let's get this back under control. And I'm gonna go ahead and take y'all off my chest so we can go play tug of war with this fish. I just thought he was smarter than a 5th grader. So let me get set up to where y'all can see me. All right. Hopefully I still got some people in here. What's happening, peoples? What is happening? I'll put y'all on the concrete. Try to get y'all straight where y'all can see me. I don't know who all is still in here with me, but I appreciate it if you are. There we go. That'll be nice right there. Who that is? Who that is? J-Dun, what's happening? What's happening? Let's see if we can catch whatever it was. Cause it hit me, but it hit me right there at the edge of the grass. So we're gonna try to see. Did y'all like that chest view? That was my first time trying that. I'm a little ways away from the camera, but I'll still be able to come over there and read the comments from time to time. we got hit as soon as we got to the grass. So I'm willing to bet you this fish actually hanging out in the grass. And they saw that worm approaching and wanted to go ahead and have a bite. So we're gonna try it a couple different times. Might even try a different bait. I know he grabbed it right there at the grass. Let's see, hold up. Get those fishes, I'm trying. Like I said, they took advantage of me right then. Cause when I got, it said, great view. Okay. I might go back to that view. Yeah, I might actually go back to that view. This grass fish, y'all. He thought he had me. And so like I say, what I'm doing now is I'm still working the same way we did when we came down here. And since I don't really fish this area, there's a lot of this area out in front of me that I might fish. But I'm really thinking about going back to that view. If y'all like that view better than this one, let me know. Drop me a thumbs up, and I'll put y'all back on the chest cam. Y'all already know what I look like, so just saying. I might go back to the bait that got us our first fish down here to see if they thumbs up. Okay, gotcha. Say less. Say less. We're going back chest view. Let's go back chest view. Now, y'all might get a little dizzy right quick, but hold up. Hold up. All right, so we're gonna put back on the black and purple craw and throw it around out here. Take this black worm off. Let me try to get y'all situated. Yeah, and you know what? I ain't gonna say I'm the first person that I've seen fish live in this view. I'm pretty sure it's a YouTuber out there that has done it. I have never done it. And I was wondering, would it be something that would actually be cool for people to see? We're gonna put back on, y'all see the purple? Y'all can see it real good in the sun. So purple, and then they got black and blue flakes. So it's blue flakes all through it. And we just gonna hook it, come in, push it up the hook. Now that we got it up the hook, we come back here, poke through. And since I'm throwing through grass, I'm gonna take the tip of that hook and put it inside that plastic like that. That keeps it from getting caught up in the weeds. Now let's go out here and cast back where the little thieving grass fish was and see if we get a different reaction. We might get a different reaction. But we got time to figure it out. Oh, I missed him, y'all. I missed him. He came back for it. See if I can get him to come back again for it. He came back for it. He hit it again, so I might have missed him altogether. He came back and he hit that bug, so we might be on to something. He left me with a little grass, so we're gonna get it back where I don't get hung up again. He might be a little fish, who knows? But it's a fish nonetheless, right? And so I'm okay with that. And like I said, I just take my rod and pop it and reel up the slack. I let it sit for a second, pop it, reel up the slack, and then you can feel them tapping on it because it makes the tip of the rod do this. So if he come back and get the munching on it again, we're gonna be ready. Which I actually think he probably will, because he been hanging out next to that grass right there. So we just gonna ease back up to it. I would like to throw right up under that tree right here. But every time I think about it, I think about the fact that I get hung up in the branches, lose my stuff. And I ain't do all that. So right now we in the area where he was, and I'm just taking that rod and bouncing that bait right there and pausing it. Jingling it like a bell, just to see if I can get him to come back. Now I done fell off in the grass, so I gotta make sure my bait is still straight. Anytime the hook comes out like that, it is no longer going to come through that grass. So you gotta take the tip of that hook and bury it inside the bait like that. But we back at it. Throw it out there, let it fall, and then you just wait. Catch a fish on the live chest view. That'll be a first. I really think it's gonna happen. Try to get this in camera where y'all can see. Like I said, I never really have cast it out too much in front of me on this pond, because I've always been making attempts at throwing down next to the bank. So we just actually right now, I guess now that I got my chest back on, my camera back on my chest, I can keep walking if I wanted to. Bag up and grab my backpack. This will be the time where he try to hit me, because I'm actually trying to get my stuff together. Fish don't play fair. So, now that I got my backpack back on, we'll kind of keep walking a little bit. He probably won't come back to bite. I'm not sure. If he do, we'll be ready. Got caught up in the grass. We'll go down past this tree so I don't get caught up in it. And there's some more grass down here. So without getting stuck in the tree, still got stuck. Well, not stuck, but still through in the tree. We'll take this time right here and see, because this tree should provide fish with enough of a hiding spot. So we might get lucky. Because if I was a fish, I would be hiding in all of the shade. So we're gonna toss around here for a second or so. And hopefully get lucky. Let me see. I know this is about crazy, but we get low. There we go. You get low and try to fish out there from the tree. Get y'all back in right view. So now what I'm doing, I threw out so I can come back to the tree. And we'll see, the closer we get to the tree, we might end up with better luck. So now we should be pretty much directly under the tree. And we're just gonna work this grass line. Nothing. Not even the accidentals. So we out from under the tree we go. We're gonna try this grass area here, and then we'll make our way back up toward the truck. This area down here looks to be pretty good. Has trees and all of that good stuff. On the end down there, fish, chasing fish, but they didn't want to chase my bait, so there ain't no telling where they actually are. They could be on the other side of the pond. I have yet to figure out how to get over there. Looks like it'll be a fairly easy thing to get to, but in all actuality, I don't think I can go this way and go over there. So we just cast out at the grass. Hopefully y'all still liking the, I guess this would be like first person fishing view. Wish I could get some action going. And like I said, they may be out further in the middle of the lake. I just have never fished out in the middle, so I can try that here in a second. But I do know it's a lot of smaller fish to be back there in that cove from what the guy was telling me yesterday when I came out here. So like I said, we trying, we ain't gave up yet. We ain't gave up yet, so. I got one other spot that I probably will hit I normally do pretty good over there. Might take y'all on a ride with me to go over there. Coming up on this grass bed. And there's nothing there. Let's try to cast out here where I seen stuff moving and see. And like I said, we're gonna work our way back up to the truck. I'm gonna hit this area back over here. And then I might take y'all on a ride and we're gonna spend about 20 minutes at this other spot. That's about 7 minutes down the street, so I'll take y'all with me out there. And I'm not gonna shut the live off, so I still have the chest cam active while I'm driving over there. And throw out a few times down here just to see if anything is in this corner, because I fished the other corner of this pond quite a bit. And all I'm doing now is just dragging my bait. So we're gonna step on this. Now we pretty much are on the lake. As y'all can see, I'll give y'all a view. We're pretty much on the lake now. But this is the area that I want to cast around in. Try to see if anything is up against the grass back here. So I'm gonna get this in. We're gonna cast maybe 2 times out here. Ain't gonna burn a whole lot of time. Cast out maybe 2 times and then go over to the next pond. Like I say, it's a few minutes down the street. If y'all down for a ride, then we'll take one. I'll leave the back of the truck since I'm gonna have y'all on my chest. Make one more cast when I get this in. And I want to step over and cast closer to this grass line. That'll be the last cast for the day, at least right here. Anyways, perfect. Now I can come down this grass line and see if anything is hiding out. If it is, we'll get lucky. If not, we headed over to another spot. Spent about 20 minutes over there. It's 11:07, so don't want to be gone all day. Like I say, this is pretty much shallow right here. So we're gonna head back to the truck. I'm gonna cast out a few times on the way back to the truck. But for the most part, the mission is to get to the truck, get to the next pond. Like I say, I got y'all on the chest mount, so we're not gonna waste too much time. I know the view is gonna get kind of dicey because I'm walking fast. But bear with me. We'll get in the truck, kick us up some AC. We're gonna leave at 11:45, hopefully, from the next spot. But we're gonna hop out, hit it up real good, and then get back to the house and get the day going. So there we go, casting out. Casting out and walking is always a fun thing. But at the very same time, when you cast out in front of you, like this way, and you walk in that way, it makes it hard. Makes it hard to kind of keep that tightness on your line that you need if a fish do hit it. But like I say, my objective is to get to that other pond. So if something do hit it, it's gonna have to hit it while I'm in motion. Make it challenging for the fish, not me. Tossing and going. The other pond is it's like a go-to type of pond for me. So I just tend to stop at this one because new spots are always challenging. So when I get to a new spot like this, I want to learn it, learn where my bites come from, kind of learn the generalized structure, of the pond as a whole. I messed that all up, so now I gotta stop. See, walking fast, talking fast, got my line all backlashed. It's cool, shit happens. We almost at the truck now, so we can get our bait back unless something done ran off with it. Uh-oh, okay. I thought I had wound up a kink in my line. I did. You gotta pay attention. It's gone now. I'm sure like, what in the hell is going on? We don't need no knots. No new shoes. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. We're almost at the truck. Casting out. Nothing happened. So we are about to dip to the next spot because we don't got long. So like I said, I'm keeping y'all on my chest cam. I probably turned it around to catch some comments. But we about to dip. Put my backpack in the truck. And I'm coming to check some comments while I'm letting the air kick in. Woo. What up, good? Y'all see my homemade GoPro chest mount that y'all on. So it looked like we've been fishing maybe an hour and a half. Now we're moving on to the next spot. So that being said, I welcome y'all to enjoy the ride. Look at that Coca-Cola. It's almost hot, so bottoms up like Nicki Minaj. Somebody had Coca-Cola, man. They should really sponsor me because Coca-Cola for pajamas. If you know me, you know it's Coca-Cola in Alabama. That's how I'm coming. The pond that we're going to is pretty much like we gotta make some steps. And then we'll be at the pond. So the weird thing about this road is side is the one way. The other side is the one way back up. So it's no real access for me to pop over and jump across and all of that good stuff. I gotta go down. So that's what we're doing now, just in case. Jump one. Got sweat all over me. But makes for good fun. And it really ain't as hot as my body makes it appear. Hat and the GoPro chest. I don't know if anybody on here, or if anybody's even here, but rocking the GoPro chest like that right there, it's hot. You got a pad behind the camera spot, and then his hat is hot. So if I flip his hat up, I can get air to circulate, but I'm hard in it, so like I said, we're gonna pop the spot and make a good attempt at getting back to the house by like 11:45, so it gives us almost 20 minutes. Man, because you already know what it is. Somebody gonna tag them so they can sponsor me. I need a couple of cases of Coca-Cola tires. You know what I mean? Coca-Cola merch. Nah, we not done. We not done. We're gonna get one more spot. Maybe about 5 minutes. We literally is down the street from where we was. We actually about to turn around now so we can go pull up to the side of the street that I'm driving down is the one way going forward. The other side of the street is the one way going backwards. Like this right here. So now I gotta turn around to get to the other apartment that I'm going to. It just so happened to be lunchtime, so you gotta be mindful that some people trying to get to this Chick-fil-A and all of that goodness. But when I swing the thing, we're gonna cut loose. Not really. The traffic has been coming up out there. Minutes away from getting back out, trying to cast around and catch us something real quick. And we are soon to be at the house. I say by 11:45, but that ain't gonna make no actual sense if I'm leaving at 11:45. So I say we'll be at home by about noon. Get paid, get in and out the shower, get the whole sweat off of it, and then figure out what we got to do for the day. Get that done. So, now anyway, that hot. It's really a lot of the stuff that I got on, right? So if I had a regular baseball hat on, all my other my other hook and Austin hat, it would be more breezy, but with this little tango style hat right here, it does shade your face. There's the hat hot and the GoPro chestnut. Like if I take this and move it, like it's probably a sweat patch right behind it. So I'm kind of doing it to myself, but this was an ease and convenience to be live, so that y'all can actually see, what it is I'm doing. I want to say that was Jay Dunn and Clutch, as a matter of fact. Both of y'all said that the view was a lot better from the chest mount. So we just arrived at the pond. I gotta go and knock the Coca-Cola out, because once you open it, y'all already know what it is. Coke, holla at your boy. I'm glowing. You know me? Satellite. Country, you gonna make me kill myself on this Coca-Cola. Then they gonna have to sponsor my funeral. I almost choked to death. We ain't got no sense. That's Aquarius nature, though. All right, enough of that. So, make sure I got my baits. Let me get my hook box real quick. Get everything that I need. Then we gonna step out. Got my hooks. Got my little stoppers if need be. And I orchestrated a way to basically jump in and out of these ponds if need be. And it's right here. Can y'all see that? This little to-go patch. Yep. This little to-go patch, pouch, or whatever you call this crap, is actually the smartest fishing thing I've ever envisioned, right? And made actually work. See, now, man, let me get my hand out the way. Now I just take this with all of my stuff in it, put it in my pocket, and I don't have to carry that backpack around. So now that I got my pockets full of stuff, I'm about to put y'all back on my chest for a second. And we're gonna go out here. Let me turn y'all around so y'all can see. All right, so we're going out here. And I'm gonna try to throw this crowd back around. And like I said, this is a pretty dope little spot. Another quiet little apartment that I fish at quite often. Normally I do catch stuff when I'm out here. So that's pretty cool. The water seems like it's a little down. It's a little clear, so I normally cast. Hopefully y'all can see that. Let me see. Hopefully y'all can see. I normally cast back here in the lily pads like this. And I know it normally don't take too long to get hit. So working my way back through the lily pads now. And like I say, normally I don't really have to second guess if anything is out there. It's just about getting through the thick lily pads, which at the moment, there we go. At the moment I was having a hard time doing, but believe it or not, some of the fish that I have caught out of here have came literally through the lily pads to eat my bait. So I have pretty good times out here. It's a spot that I know for sure around the corner over here that if I throw over there, chances are I'm gonna get hit. So we just casting out now before we get to walking around the corner. And I missed him, y'all. I missed him. I know y'all might have seen that dip in the camera. I was finna turn around so I can show y'all where I was finna walk to. And that summoner bitch. Oh, that summoner bitch actually hit my stuff. Caught me smooth off guard. So we're gonna try to see what it was. See if he actually come back to have a bite. But like I say, this has been a decent fish producing pond for me. Uh, Fishing here ain't really just all that big, but they ain't just like micro mini fish either. So if we do get a fish, it should be fairly decent size. And I can almost bet that it'll be bigger than the little one we first caught this morning. I don't want to just say that because it'll be my luck to actually catch something the same size as this morning. But I've caught some real decent fish out of here. It's always fun though. Sometimes the people that live here will pop out and tell you, what's been going on and stuff like that. But it's another, I guess I could turn around now. It's another pond with sprinklers, like it's a cake, right? Sprinklers, uh, lily pads in this one. It's a lot more vegetation. And so when you deal with ponds that have vegetation like that, sometimes they do produce bigger fish because there's more life. You know what I mean? So we're gonna cast back out here one more time to give this little thieving fish an opportunity. That was a good one there. That one might be gone before I know it. We should get hit coming through here, y'all. I'm not a fish forecaster or nothing, but if I had my money on it, I would just about bet something gonna hit it. But you got more vegetation, you got animals, you got birds, you got ducks, geese, goose, whatever you want to call them. So it's kind of a bigger marine life than where we just came from. You got water that's going out that way, water that's coming in another way. So you got a lot of options out here, so to say. I'm not sure that fish gonna come back, so we're gonna try it. Then we're gonna turn around and walk this way back here behind us. We'll revisit this little area on the way out, maybe. So, just like with the other ponds, sometimes you'll take your bait and cast it along the grass and lily pads, and you'll get lucky. This pond right here is so dope to me because it has so many different areas where you can actually hang a fish and not even really think that they there, based off of how much grass and vegetation they can hide behind. So that's all we're doing. We're gonna go along the bank here and get back down to the other side over there. And with this pond, I normally walk and cast out. There's a little tree right here in the water, and sometimes I can get lucky enough to not get hung up in it and catch a fish out of it. So we're trying all obstacles today. And I think I just got hung up in it out of all the noise I was talking. So we gave that a shot. Like I said, I try not to play around too much with that whole little area because it'll be my luck to throw over there and actually get hung. And getting hung is not, you know, it's not your friend. Got him. Oh man, he hit me in the tree. A fish hit me and took me and dropped me in the tree. So we gotta go back and throw in there once ever I get untangled. I felt them tap on it and I went to set the hook and guess what I caught? A tree. So we're gonna try to give him another go at it. Maybe he'll get it this time, if I can get it this time. Y'all see how they do me? We gonna see. Sometimes I can't make the same cast, but that time, luckily, I made it. He probably won't hit it again, so. All right, so what we gonna do, we're gonna go back around the front side. And the only reason I say that is because I noticed a dog on one of the balconies. And I don't do dogs, so I don't know if he can jump or not. But where we going anyway, right at the edge over here. My bad, y'all probably getting dizzy as hell. So we gonna go down the edge over here. And cast out over there here where I wanted to get to, but like I said, I don't do. What's up with the boss? Doing all right? Catch some out there? Yeah, trying to, fam. Yeah, hopefully they come and dump some more fish out there. Yeah, I don't know when the last time they came. They supposed to, this new management, you know, they've been all over, so everybody said maybe come, you know, dump some fish in there. They do, bro. They're supposed to put a notice out when they do. So they said that when I was like, man, this is like folks fish, we're trying to fish. Yeah. They're gonna dump some fish out there, yeah, we get some more out there. Yeah, you need to, like, how it really is out here, you know. You feel? Already, bro. So this is the side that I like, right here. But on this corner here, on the balcony, is a dog, so I don't do dogs. But this is my favorite little area to cast at on this pond because you got so many different angles to cast at. Normally, when I'm here, I cast out in front of me toward the woods over there. And woods straight in front of us here, the lily pads I mean, and then back along the bank. So that's what we're gonna try. And I'll show y'all my little money spots. But like I said, we won't be here too long, so I'm gonna try to go on and get some of them cast in. Money spot right there. That's normally, back off in this area, there's normally money. Cause I think fish hide back over in them pads pretty good. And I've already had a hit on the new bait. So if I don't lose it coming through the lily pads, if I don't lose it coming through the lily pads, I can get it back there in some of those money spots. But I also know that my worm produced a lot of bites. So check my bait out. Came through the lily pads to see my hook out. So we're gonna try to bury it a little better. inside of there and throw over here. Oh, I threw all in the trees, but I stopped it. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. I missed him, y'all. I threw in a tree and dropped in a lily pad, and he munched it. He munched it, so my money spot, my money spot is activated. My money spot is activated. Now it's just a matter of getting them to actually bite it again. I wasn't expecting it because, like I said, I was still tripping out the fact that I threw into the tree, but the fish wasn't tripping on it because he immediately hit it when it fell. And a lot of times you gotta watch for that because